in Germany and Italy and in many European countries, the political parties, and these were multi-party systems, they were not two-party systems. These are most of them are not winner-takes-all systems, but rather they allow for multiple parties to pool their collective seats into appointing a president, a prime minister in most cases. But even with all of this plurality, the left was paralyzed, even when they had a majority on the face of it, because the communists had, by order of Stalin and the just a second, the Third International was a meeting of the Communist Party in which Stalin took power and adopted the policy of extreme leftism, where moderate socialist and socialist democrat were branded the enemy, even worse than Nazis, and were to be fought against. So even when the left spectrum actually had a majority, they were still paralyzed because they could not work with the communists. Oh, but reach across the aisle, you say? Well, they would rather see them crash and burn, have another general election and hope they get to power. But then they don't get quite the majority they need, so they again need to reach across the aisle, but they can't because they just spent 6 years demonizing these people. How can they now work with them? So the parliaments all across Europe were paralyzed. Nothing was getting done. And this led to an extreme fatigue with democracy, not because democracy is inherently flawed, although it is, as are all governing systems, but because people were in real pain. People were suffering. They were without homes, they were without food, children were dying, pregnant women would have miscarriages because they could not get enough sustenance for both themselves and their baby. They were all caught in urgency. So they applauded when democracy got disbanded and a strong man who understood their needs got into power, the street fighting ended, and now finally something could get done. Now, many of us